The Call of the Wild is a 2020 American adventure film based on Jack London's 1903 novel of the same name. Directed by Chris Sanders in his live-action directorial debut, and his first film without a co-director. The film was written by Michael Green and stars Harrison Ford, Dan Stevens, Omar Sy, Karen Gillan, Bradley Whitford, and Colin Woodell. Set during the 1890 Klondike Gold Rush, the film follows a dog named Buck as he is stolen from his home in California and sent to the Yukon, where he befriends an old outdoorsman and begins a life-altering adventure. The Call of the Wild was released in the United States on February 21, 2020, by 20th Century Studios, its first film under the company's current name. It received mixed reviews from critics, who praised Ford's performance and the entertaining action and earnest tone, but criticized the uncanny CGI of the animals. Due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, it was a box office bomb, grossing $111 million against a production budget of $125 to $150 million, and lost the studio an estimated $50 to $100 million. During the late 19th century, Buck, a large, gentle St. Bernard Scotch Collie, lives contentedly with his master, Judge Miller, in Santa Clara, California. One night, Buck is abducted and shipped to the Yukon aboard a freighter. During the packing, Buck finds his favorite chew toy, but loses his collar in the process due to it loosely falling off and sliding out of the truck. During the voyage, a crew member beats him as a means of discipline. After arriving, Buck returns a dropped harmonica to a man named John Thornton, moments before being sold to Perrault, and his assistant Francois for their dog Sled to deliver mail across the Yukon. Perrault hopes that with Buck, he can make the long trek to the mail depot before the deadline. Buck is introduced to the other dogs, including the vicious pack leader, a husky named Spitz. Throughout their travels, Buck gains the loyalty and trust of Perrault, Francois, and the other sled dogs. After proving himself along the way and even rescuing Francois, antagonizing Spitz, Buck begins experiencing ancestral spiritual visions of a black wolf that acts as his guide throughout their travels. One night, Buck catches then releases a rabbit. Spitz kills it before attacking Buck to assert his dominance. Spitz seems to win until the rest of the pack encourage Buck. Buck pins Spitz down, displacing him as pack leader. Spitz then disappears into the wild. Perrault grudgingly makes Buck the lead when no other dog assumes the position. Buck's speed and strength allow the sled to arrive with the mail on time. There, Thornton hands over a letter he has written to his former wife expressing his feelings about their dead son. When Perrault returns, he learns the mail route is being replaced by the telegraph, forcing him to sell the dogs. Hal, a mean-spirited and inexperienced gold prospector, buys the pack and gradually works them to exhaustion, carrying a heavy load in weather unsuitable for sledding. The exhausted dogs stop to rest before Hal can force them to cross an unstable frozen lake. When Buck refuses to move, Hal threatens to shoot him. Thornton appears and rescues Buck, while Hal forces the other sled dogs to cross the lake. Under Thornton's care, Buck recovers. Later, at a saloon, Thornton is attacked by Hal, who reveals the dogs managed to run off, leaving him with nothing. Witnessing the scene, Buck attacks Hal, who is subsequently thrown out. Buck and Thornton then travel beyond the Yukon map, where they can freely live in the wild. They come across an abandoned cabin in an open valley and settle in. Meanwhile, Hal relentlessly hunts them, believing Thornton is hiding gold. In the open wilderness, Thornton and Buck bond over their daily activities, primarily fishing and gold panning. Throughout their time together, Buck is drawn to a female white wolf. Going back and forth between Thornton and the white wolf, Buck is conflicted by his domesticated life with Thornton and his place with the wolf pack that the female belongs to. After some time together, Thornton believes it is time to return home. Never wanting the gold from the start, Thornton throws it all back into the river and tells Buck he is leaving in the morning and to come and say goodbye. Buck heads into the forest and sleeps beside the white wolf, clearly conflicted. Hal subsequently finds and shoots Thornton. Buck returns and kills Hal by pushing him into the cabin, which has caught on fire. Thornton wants Buck to live for himself and hugs him as he dies, reassuring him with his final words, "It's okay, boy, you're home." The next morning, Buck returns to the hills looking down on the burnt-out cabin with sadness. The film ends showing Buck in the wilderness, showing that he mates and has offspring with the white wolf and becomes the pack leader, fully embracing the call of the wild.